The new Fall Guys game has came out for PS4 and PC, but not for the Xbox One for some reason. The game has been an addiction since I was shown while hanging out with my girlfriend and her PS4. Being as I am competitive and love games with other players, I decided to buy the game and give it a chance. Realizing the game reviews were mostly positive, I couldn't help it. With the first 10 hours under my belt, I've learned tips and tricks, and here they are. The Hit Parade map has been very iconic for anyone who is starting off. They realize that there's little bridges here that are a pain in the butt. Now, as you guys can see in this video I recorded, I jumped at the same time as this guy in the batter hat, and unfortunately you're going to learn why you shouldn't do that. Avoid that. The slime climb is a pain in the butt, but you know what? Once you get used to it, you learn the tips and tricks. This little floaty thing over here will be your best friend. You're going to want to jump on top of that so you can go on the second floor as quickly as possible. Once passing by here, you actually have a chance to cheat here. You can actually jump right here, jump dive as well, but in the video you can see I actually just jumped and I actually managed to get over it. Skip a couple levels or floors and earn yourselves a couple seconds to get by. You can also jump right in this little corner on the third floor, but unfortunately in the video I did not make it. You can also jump dive on the corner over here, which is pretty convenient, and I've seen people that are crazy enough to jump on the hammers that are spinning, which is pretty crazy. They've actually made it, which is nuts. So the final run is a slime filled floor. Unfortunately I was eliminated, but there is some tips here. Avoid people who are going to hug you. This is what a successful bridge run looks like. Unfortunately, this idiot behind me decided to grab me, which really made me mad because look at this, ungodly space. Now, dizzy heights is pretty obvious. You want to go ahead and follow the arrows because if you run with the arrows, you'd go a lot faster than going against it. That's a very straightforward tip, but there's going to be people behind you. Avoid getting grabbed. Of course, avoid the triangles of doom because they will knock you back. Now, I've seen some people hop on top of them, which has been very, very scary because it's like, wow, what? Now, as you guys can see, some people are actually doing it in the video jumping. I know this is going to be footage and me being, goofy and diving, but look at that. It's a lot quicker than you think. Now, in this scene, there's an obvious thing you could do here. I've actually started doing it myself. When the balls are rolling towards you, you can actually jump dive, which actually gives you a specific moment that you can jump under the ball. Now, by under, I mean in the corners. Now, obviously, straightforward here, you're going to want to run straight again, and kind of going to be like a little walkthrough explanation because this is actually only like 2 seconds to actually explain, which is pretty funny. So this is the part where you jump dive. Make sure you jump and dive, or you can just jump, but I always jump dive to make sure that nothing happens to me here. Now, the worst part you can do here is get stuck in the corner with everybody jumping out like a flop of fish. That's the worst case scenario, and avoid hugs right around here. The infamous catching the tail. Now, this could be a pain in the butt because if everybody is just, attacking the same guy, chances are you're not going to get your tail. Now, this guy, I was hunting him down, but unfortunately he kept hopping around, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to go for something more easier, but I kind of waited for too long. I did eventually find somebody hiding in the corner. If you guys can see, it's actually a pain in the butt. A lot of people hate this match, but I actually find it enjoyable when you actually get a tail. But then again, there's been a couple of games where I do fail and I get really angry. The famous falls ball. Now, this game is a pain in the butt because you have to work together, and if your teammates don't want to work together, it's gonna be a pain in your butt. The best thing you can do as a teammate is try to be defensive. As you guys can see, these guys tried. I give them props. They kind of missed it, but it is what it is. It's almost impossible. Now, the key here is to jump and dive, get a good headbutt in there, if you know what I'm saying. But if it doesn't work out, just be defensive, or worst case scenario, grab onto people, because that's what I usually do. If someone's grabbing onto me, I'll hug them to death pretty much until they let go. So this is the bonus footage of hackers actually in the game. If you guys are curious, I actually play on PC. These guys were floating, or some kind of floating hack. There's 2 guys in this lobby which are doing this, which is actually pretty bad. I felt bad for the one guy who's actually trying his heart out to win. Now, this is a problem on PC. I'm not saying this is a problem on console, and if there is a problem on console, let me know in the comment section below if you guys have seen any hackers. These are the most craziest ones I've seen. I've seen people floating around, and I didn't have my recorder running, but this guy was trying his heart out. Now, if you guys want to see some more video or footage of hackers, or if you want to see some more tips and tricks, let me know in the comment section below, and thanks for watching. I will be back with another tips and tricks. I'll see you guys in the next video.